Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Isabel. Welcome to IsaBeauty. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial using a very cool palette. This is the Friendcation palette by Desi and Katie in collaboration with Dose of Colors, and it is just a beautiful palette. But today I was really feeling this blue color, so we are going to use a blue shade. I'll show you. This is what the palette looks like. It is absolutely stunning. Today I'm going to be using this beautiful blue shade right here. I'm very excited, so if you want to see how I'm going to use this palette today, then just keep watching. I'm going to start with the eyes, just in case there is some blue fallout. I don't want to get that on my foundation and my concealer, so we're gonna do that after. So that way, if there's any fallout from any of those shadows, we'll just wipe that away with some makeup remover, and then we can work on the rest of our face. So I'm gonna put my hair back with the headband. Is that cute? Look all right. So I still don't have a brow pencil, so I'm gonna go in with a brow powder again. This is the same brow powder that I've used in my last makeup tutorial. So I'm gonna speed through me doing my eyebrows. So let's go. For my everyday makeup, I usually don't use an eyeshadow primer, but today I'm going to, just because that color is so bold and I want it to really stay in place and I want it to pop. I'm gonna use Too Faced Shadow Insurance. We'll squeeze a little bit out here. First things first, I'm gonna go in with this middle shade right here, and this is a Real Techniques Essential Crease Brush. And I'm just laying this down as kind of a guide, because I definitely don't want the blue to be going too high up into the crease. So this is a great transition shade because you can use this with absolutely any colors. It's going to work great with more neutrals, even some pinky tones, anything like that. So I really want to do a gradient look. I want this color to easily blend into that deep dark blue that we have. So I'm just going to continue to go down the line. I'm going to use this shade right here. This is a little bit darker than this one. And then I'm going to follow that up with this dark rich brown. And I'm going to place that just below where we were before. I love a good natural look, like I would just leave it like this, but that's not the look we're going for today. The important thing with eyeshadow is that it really takes time to blend out your colors, so don't get frustrated with it if it doesn't blend as smoothly as you're hoping for when you initially place it on your eyelid. It takes time, it takes a lot of blending. So go back in with a clean brush. This is a clean Japanesque brush. This is an 836. So this is just blending those colors together. And it's important to remember that we're gonna clean all this up anyway. It's gonna look really sharp and really clean. So now I'm gonna go in with that darkest brown that's in the palette. And I'm gonna tap off a lot of that color. Don't want it to be too aggressive at first. You can always add more. And that is gonna go even lower than where we were before. It's gonna create a lot of This is gonna create a lot of dimension with the look. So this is a good start to any kind of look that you want to do, whether it's that blue color or a smoky eye or glitter, or if you just want to leave it like this, add a really nice sharp liquid liner. That would look really great. So the tedious blending part is done now. So here's the fun, messy part. You can definitely use a brush. I definitely think a finger works best for these metallic shades. Oh, they're so pretty. Oh my gosh, I love these so much. Definitely very messy. My blue shadow actually broke, so I have pressed it back in there with my finger. So I'm gonna take my ring finger and I just dip it, swirl it, press it into the palette. Ooh, ooh, ooh. There's purple reflex in here. It definitely catches the light in some really beautiful ways. So I'm really excited for you guys to see this on the lid. All right, let's go for it, guys. So I'm only gonna place this on my lid. See that? Beautiful. Now that we have the blue placed on the lid, we're gonna go in with that Essential crease brush that we were using earlier and clean up the edges all around where the blue is. Now I'm gonna go in with this flat concealer brush. I like to use this brush when I do a cut crease look. This blue shadow would look excellent as a cut crease. So I'm taking more of the blue and I'm just gonna pat that everywhere where we had it before and taking it just a little bit higher. It just stands out a little bit more. Oh, that light is so beautiful. It looks a little silly before you have mascara on or lashes or the rest of your face makeup, so bear with me, but I promise it'll look cool, and we're gonna do stuff on the lower lash line as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up and do the other eye, and I will be right back. I have cleaned up underneath the eyes, and I think they're looking really good. I think they're looking snatched. So we're gonna fast forward doing the rest of our face makeup because it is pretty similar to the Natural Beat look that I did before. We're just gonna do a little more coverage. We're gonna go a little heavier on concealer and bronzer and all that good stuff. So let's fast forward and get that done. So we have foundation and concealer on. I did a heavy load of that today because I wanted to feel a little more glam, and for some reason more makeup makes me feel more glam, so that's what we're gonna do today. Instead of using my Estee Lauder Heat Wave highlighter, we're gonna go in with another product from their collaboration with Dose of Colors. This is called Fuego. Sorry. And it is stunning. I wish you could see how good this really is. Hold on. While the foundation and highlighter are still a little wet, I'm gonna go in with the highlighter so that way it really sticks to my foundation and pops really well. So I'm gonna go in with my Morphe M5110 brush. This is the ultimate highlighter brush. It's just so very good. Getting the product all up in there. How's that look? Does that look good? I feel like this highlighter just melts really well into what you have on. Oh, that's so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, I like this. And to be honest with you, after everything has already been done and I set everything in place with a setting spray, I think I'll probably go in with a second layer. Okay. Before moving on to the rest of my face, I'm gonna place some powder underneath my eyes. That way we're gonna set the concealer, and then we're also gonna bake just a little bit, but we're gonna leave enough excess powder so that way when we do our lower lash line eyeshadow, we'll catch the fallout and we'll be able to dust that away easier than if we didn't use the powder. This is Patrick's powder in collaboration with MAC Cosmetics. I'm gonna dip my brush into the powder and then we're gonna swirl it around in the cap to get like a lot of the excess off, because at first I don't really want to go in with a huge amount. So before I go on with the powder, I am going to make sure that all of the creases are gone, and I'm going to look up, and without looking down, I'm just going to go ahead and put the powder in there to set. It's such a good trick, because if you end up putting the powder on your crease, you're just gonna set your crease instead. So you want it to be as smooth as possible underneath your eye. Grabbing some more powder, okay, without looking down, we're gonna switch brushes and place that underneath. Okay, that should be good, and then you can look down and see what you're doing. Under eyes are set. For the under eyes, I'm gonna use the same colors that I used up top, and we're gonna go as close to the lash line as possible, and then we will bring that down just a little. Starting with that first shade we used. Go ahead and push that in. We're gonna want this to connect right here, this like outer V area. Going in with the second darkest shade. Now for the darkest shade, I'm gonna go really, really close to my lash line. Now you can just blend all those colors together. The more blending you do, the better it looks. Moving back to the face, I'm gonna go in with a bronzer and the other side of that Kat Von D brush. This is pretty cool, very convenient. This is more of an angled brush compared to the MAC brush that I used in my last video. Going back in just to touch up the brows a little bit. Makeup is such a process. There's always stuff you could do. That's why it takes girls so long to get ready, because it's like, oh, let me touch up my brows. Let me add a little more blush, you know. So we have a few steps left. That is mascara, lips, and then any other little touch-ups. So before we finish up with the rest of the things that we have to do, I'm gonna set my whole face using a setting spray. You can use any one that you prefer. They have ones that'll make you matte, they have ones that'll make you dewy, they have ones that make it last for like 24 hours, which I don't know why you would want to wear your makeup for 24 hours, don't do that. But it is appealing that it would last that long. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray my face. So I moved you in a little bit closer, so hey, how are ya? I'm gonna go in with Maybelline's Lash Sensational mascara. It's one of my favorites. It has a wonderful, oh dear, I got it on my finger. It has a wonderful curved wand. There we go, I'm trying to get it so you can see. And it just really hooks in and lifts your lashes. Let me wipe this off before I get mascara on something else. Mascara is done. I put it on the top and lower lashes. I feel like falsies would be excellent with this look, but for me, I'm gonna leave my eyes just the way they are. I'm not gonna do falsies today, but you could definitely throw a really beautiful, like wispy spread out pair, just so that way you could still see the beautiful blue coming through, and that would look really good. I'm gonna go in with the highlight again, just so that way it really does pop. Oh wow, in person this is popping. Wait till you guys see this in the sunlight. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. You're gonna be like, dang. I forgot to put bronzer on my nose. We're gonna do that right now. Personally, I think this eye look really needs a nude lip, so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go in with KKW's lip liner in Nude 2. And we're gonna leave it like this. Just kidding. I'm gonna go in with No Shade, and this is part of their collab as well. It is a lovely nude shade, and then I'll put a gloss on top because I think it does need it. Oh yeah, that is nude. And this will just help blend the lip liner and lipstick together. This is one of my favorite glosses. This is Stay Glossy by Rimmel London. Oh, juicy. In the shade Bare Minimum. Ooh. Okay guys, so that is the finished look. Let's go into the light so you can see this highlight in action. Oh, isn't that good? We are just glowing. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. It was so much fun to play with color. I really missed it. In my last video, I did more of a natural, everyday, easy, no makeup look. So this is definitely a fun twist using the blue. I have done a blue makeup tutorial in the past, so I will leave that iCard in this video somewhere, and you can go watch my previous blue eyeshadow and blue lipstick tutorial that I posted a couple years ago. So this is an updated, more glam, realistic, wearable blue eyeshadow look. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace.